my coffee and the birds. So we just got the birds out of the pet crate in the garage. Got 3/4 of them in here, and then a few in the bucket up there with Mark. Taking them out to the bird run. Yes, you guys know what's up, don't you? Because you had a rude awakening yesterday when they were magically next to the barn. Come on out. Come on out. I know, this is your first time. Some of you, it's your first time today. That's Pippi. And where's Sinead?
Sinead?
So we got Pippi because she's got the orange, like Pippi Longstocking with the orange hair, red hair. And here's Sinead with the dark. These are two of the olive eggers, the ones with the head tufts. All right. You're happy. I know you are.
You guys look happy.
The kittens look like they're at
Ornery.
the circus.
All right. It's evening. I'm going to shut things down early. It's Sunday night, and it's the boys' last week of school, so get them baths and all that stuff. But my goodness. Done just a lot of work right here at the home place this weekend. And just cleaning the barn, mowing the grass, getting the garden ready, getting things ready for the calf, getting the calf here, and then also all the new little chicks we got. Getting them, we're transitioning them. We have the basement chicks, which are the youngest. They're in a spot in the basement with a heat lamp. Then we have the garage chicks, a little bigger. Put a heat lamp on them. They're big enough now we turn them out during the day. And here within a few days, they'll be ready to be in the run and in the coop, in a kennel in the coop to keep them separate and kind of start to integrate them there. It's a lot of chicken transitioning. And then eventually they'll all just run free and hopefully stay off the road. That's the plan, I guess. And again, like I said yesterday, after months of complaining about the weather, it has been 2 beautiful days. I don't even know if I can adequately capture just how beautiful and vivid everything is on camera. Everything just looks so nice. How you guys doing? Happy chicks. Father-in-law's way out there in the field. Brought him the drag a little bit ago. Check on Clarabelle. She's almost ready to be fed. Hi, Clarabelle. You know it's feeding time, don't you? We'll bring you a bottle in just a little bit. Come here. Hi. Come here. Oh, hey. Hey there. Oh, I know. I know. I know. Shufa's going to bring the bottle out. Shufa's going to bring the bottle out in just a little bit. Just a little bit. I know. I know. So my project in here was reconnecting this fastener, putting that nut back on. So now the door to this stall works. Yeah. Yeah, so sweet girl. Sweet girl. You stay in there. It's not an earth-shattering project by any means, not super impressive, but just tidying up this space that was storage and making it a barn again. And it feels like a barn, and it's hard to convey that feeling, but it's nice. Next project is going to be all of the corrugated metal, which is perhaps one of the handiest things to have a stockpile of on a farm. I'm going to move it up to the loft, clean out a corner of the loft to stack this up. and open this space up just a little more. That's about it for now. Shuva's gonna come lock everything up in a little bit and feed the calf. So getting back to where I started, which was a lot of comparing living in a town, having an office job, to living out in wide open spaces. My youngest boy earlier was talking about a weekend when we made a rocket ship together out of cardboard. And what used to happen was I would be off on the weekends, and then Shuva would go work PRN on the weekends. And so it was just me and the boys, and we'd just goof around. And he said, remember the rocket ship we made, you know, back at our old house when you used to be nicer. Nicer? I said, well, I'm nice. And so we fleshed that out a bit. He said, well, yeah, you're nice. You used to do these kind of things a little more. Because I used to be done with work. That was it. 5 o'clock, I was done. And I'm out. A lot of these people these days check their emails day and night. Just, ooh, I want to be the first to respond. No, not me. I was out. When I was out, I was out. It's the way you should be too. Whoever you are. And so the weekends were wide open. And as it is now, where do you begin and end? Because it doesn't end. Which is a good thing, but it's a blessing and a curse in many ways. And so, do I have an entire afternoon now to build a rocket ship out of cardboard? I need to find a way to make that possible. But at least he admitted that I'm a nice guy. How do you do that? And when I say that, I'm asking. Finding ways to carve out that time. Even though in the back of your mind, there's still work to do in the barn. And there's still this that's broken, that's broken. How do you shut off that part of your brain and clock out for a while? It's gonna be a new goal of mine. I'm gonna go in, make sure the boys have baths and all that stuff. Make them some supper. What are you doing?
All the being a fun daddy kind of stuff.
Being a fun dad. Do you feel like you are less of a fun mom since we moved to the country?
I very well may be. I'm so much more scattered and
that's
stressed by the amount of stuff there is to do. Like, that's just...
There's always something hanging over us.
I mean, that's why we wanted to take a chance to do something different, was because we felt we were so battened down, so controlled. I mean, we're not even that organized of people, but we controlled the amount of variables and stressors and
tiny yard
stuff that we had to, we kept it
within
within
house.
Our monetary means, our physical, our emotional, our mental means, and it felt like we were kind of stunted. I think maybe our children were thriving, but we were stunted, and now we're trying to thrive, but hopefully our children aren't being stunted.
They are.
Hopefully we haven't reversed roles. I don't know.
No,
but,
they're enjoying themselves. But yeah, do I have 4 hours to make a duplicate? I don't even watch the movie.
So
you guys, what's that movie with the rocket ship? What's that called? The Explorers.
Oh, Explorers. Yeah, the Thunder Road.
Thunder Road. Yeah, the Thunder Road out of cardboard. So, to take that 4 hours to make the Thunder Road out of cardboard, I need to tap that part of my brain.
What people would recognize and like relate to is that before you had a Monday through Friday job.
Yeah, clock out, be done.
We would supplement our income by me working PRN hours.
Yeah.
Some evenings during the week sometimes, but usually
weekends.
like Saturday mornings. That was kind of our thing. I would do Saturday, sometime a full day, which would be like 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., or sometimes just the morning. But then you had you were at the helm of the house for Saturday, and that left this open kind of relationship with time for parenting the boys and being, you know, fun on a Saturday with them, but they could kind of rely on it, but it would be something different sometimes, or something kind of you know, it just, and it was just you guys together, and then I would come home and I would be, you know, ready to engage with the other half of the Saturday, and then we'd have Sunday together. And
oh, and every Saturday when you were working, the boys and I would go to Fountain City, Indiana, to Fountain Acres.
Saturday, but yes.
A lot of Saturdays. We'd go to Fountain Acres, the Amish grocery store. They had cheese samples, and we would walk around and try those cheeses, and walk around, try the cheeses, and other cheeses, and other cheeses.
What in the field you might not be, if you took this day off and your employer gave you this day, was your employer still out working his butt off to get other things done that maybe you should, or you know, you feel
should
like
or shouldn't,
you
yeah.
should
On a
be
day
out
where I
helping
do,
with.
on a day where I
You didn't
do,
have
yeah.
that. But still, it's kind of like if you had a job 9 to 5, Monday through Friday away, and then all of your weekend time was spent trying to do. This is a lot of space to be tending to in just your. Even if you had a job that was more structured.
Yeah.
And was off the home place, off the farm place. I think that we're still getting used to like what absolutely needs to be attended to, and then what can you let slide.
Yeah.
And that goes for this garden as well. Like
it's
all
the yard,
progress, and being okay with that. Being
off and on of 3 days of mowing, which seems like the most minuscule of tasks on a working farm.
We figured it out last year. It was like either if I started first thing in the morning, it would be 1 day's worth, or 2 2/3 days worth. You know what I mean? Like if you started later, you'd only get part of it done, and you know.
And that's where people would say, "Oh, goats, this, that, the other." Well, then that is more time you have to occupy to take what was an active yard and try to transition it into something else. Then okay.
Well, and have them safely tethered, have a place to put them.
The goats, find the goats. Yeah.
And I'm not saying that we won't do that eventually.
Yeah,
but that
we will.
has to be something.
Every single thing. This part. This was all
transitioning the birds, all of that.
For instance, this was all yard that we mowed, and now it's garden, which translates to lots of work. All right, I'm gonna go be a nice dad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be nice.
Sounds peachy.
I've talked about this kind of thing before. Freedom. What is freedom? So this is freedom. And that comes with tons of responsibility, which is a good thing, but you gotta try to manage your time better. And that means, even though it is a beautiful day and it's a beautiful evening and it's coming up on 6 o'clock and there's still so much I could actively do during this time, I've got to just turn off the key to the ignition and go inside and make supper, make a cardboard rocket ship, and not think about all the other things I could be doing. It's just so nice out here. I mean, there's a couple more good hours of some stuff. No. Shut it down.